Hello everyone. Welcome to our weekly Facebook Live. It is January 26th and it's a Thursday. And so I normally come live on Wednesday, but we had a snowstorm-ish yesterday and the roads were getting really bad after 4 o'clock. So I stayed home. So we're doing our Facebook Live today, our class. It's our week 4 virtual class, and I have 4 masculine cards for you. I think you're going to really like them. At least I hope you do. And you'll have to let me know below in the comments which one is your favorite. And what else is there? I will have an ordering special. I'm going to show you that in just 1 second. I'm trying to share this on my page right now, if I can find it. Of course I can't. Like, why isn't it telling me that I'm live? It always tells me that. But not today, not right now. Hi everyone. Don't forget, if you're new to my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, to follow me and like the page. And then also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I appreciate that so much in your comments. That helps me out and it's free. So thank you so much to all of you who already have done that and continue to comment and give me the thumbs up and those little hearts and fun stuff. So hello. I'm afraid to click on this. Here we go. Now let me see if I can share it. Thank you, Bev. All right. Share to a group. There we go. All right. That's okay. So we're going to get started. So hi everyone. I hope you're having a great week. I hope you are all staying warm and safe and also healthy this winter. So tonight we have 4 masculine cards. I don't know if I should show you. Let me see. Show you little sneak peeks. We have 4 cards we're gonna make tonight. 4 different cards with 4 different stamp sets. And if you place an order, I have a new host code. So if you ordered last week, kits went out today. There's a few that are being shipped tomorrow. And also your card club kits, a chunk went out today and the rest are going out tomorrow. You guys, Stampin' Up shipping is a little bit delayed. It's like 2 to 5 days ship time. But normally it takes me a whole week to get here. And so I'm ordering stuff and it's taking me 2 weeks to get it. And I have been paying to get my stuff faster, but I can't do that on every order. It's ridiculous the amount of money I've spent on extra shipping already this month. So thank you for being patient with me. I'm just being honest. So anyway, I'm just waiting for, it seems like every day, for something to come and arrive from Stampin' Up! Anyway. So I'm glad though, because that means that people are ordering and shopping, and that's why the shipping is behind. But anyway, just a heads up. So the kits from last week, a big chunk of them did ship today, and I would say more than half shipped today, and the rest will ship tomorrow. And all your card club, everyone will be shipped tomorrow as well. Again, a whole couple of boxes full went out today. Tonight, if you want to get these cards, you have until Sunday night to get your order in. And if you place at least $35 with the new host code, so it has to be this host code, so I know that you are shopping and you want these cards, you're going to get this packet here with all the pieces inside to create the cards, okay? So you have until Sunday to do that. If your order goes up to $50, which that's what you're really going to want to do, I promise you, because then you're going to get to pick something free out of our Sale-A-Bration brochure. And then I'm also going to send you an $8 gift in the mail, like an $8 gift on top of the card kit just for using the code. And so here's what it's going to be. It's going to be these dots. I think they're called Milky Dots. Let me see. I just used them today for the first time. but I did look up the price. So they are called Enamel, sorry, they're not called that. They're not Milky Dots at all. They're called Enamel Dot Essentials. They're $8 and they're on page 37 of our book. You can hardly see them in the book, okay? They're up here. So they're called Enamel Dot Essentials. And they come in the colors of Night of Navy, Crumb Cake, and White, which I thought were perfect masculine colors. Obviously, you can use them for all kinds of things, but they work perfect on these cards tonight. So that's how you're going to get that. Now, if your order goes over $100, you're going to get to pick a level like the bigger item or two. If your order goes over $150, don't use a host code and you can get your own Stampin' rewards. And or around that point, you might want to consider joining my team and getting this really cute machine for free and lots of products as well. Wow, my computer almost just flipped off this thing. That would have been very, very bad. Okay, let me pull it forward a little bit. Okay, so that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to make some masculine cards. So hello, everyone. Thanks for hopping on and joining me. And thank you for all of you that have been watching our virtual class. We're doing a class every single week where you can get the make and takes. Now, I bring you a class every week for years, but this month I'm actually offering you to get the card kit to make it for the month of January to celebrate Sale-A-Bration. So, this, what was I going to say? I just lost my train of thought. I was going to say something about the card kit. I don't know. Maybe it'll come back to me. I'm going to take away the host code, though. I have no idea. It's gone. It's been a week. My kids haven't had school for 2 days. But I was actually really hoping they wouldn't have school today because they both came in today, well, and yesterday, and they helped me work and die cut and sort out stuff, and they're amazing helpers, and so I was so glad that they could come in and help me today. Anyway, what was I saying about the... I don't know. I don't know what I was saying about the kit, the ordering, the free gift. I don't know. All right, we're going to start stamping. So I'm going to turn the camera down. Hi, everyone. Thanks for sharing and joining us tonight. We're doing 4 masculine cards. If you missed how to get the make and takes, oh, I know what I was going to say. I'll tell you again at the end. Oh, what I was going to say is, if you do not have the stamp sets I'm going to show you tonight, you can substitute with several other stamps. And I'll try to remember and point those out along the way. And so you need your own stamps and your ink, and then you'll need your own linen thread. If you're in the card club, I gave you another full bolts of linen thread. And you can use linen thread or baker's twine, anything like that. So just you'll need your own linen thread because I'm not going to include that in the kit. But you'll also need your own stamps and ink and substitute with something similar if you don't have what I have. Okay, let's get started. All right, so our first card, I'm going to go kind of out of the order that I made them in. So again, all your pieces will be in here. We will die cut all the basic shapes and all of that fun stuff for you to make it easy. And yes, so I tried to make it as easy as I can. And all right, so card number 1. So I asked you kind of what kind of cards you want to see, and one of the cards or stamp sets was, and I have these all in order, and then I just said, oh, I'm going to go out of order. This one right here. So that one is the one we're going to start off with. This is called Legendary Ride. Now, if you're not into motorcycles, substitute with a car or something. Tools or something, okay? We're going to do another tool card too. But this is the bundle we're going to be using. And I'm actually only using the stamp set, but I'll show you the dies because this has a whole really cool suite. And the cool thing is, so it's on page 68 of our annual catalog. Okay, so who asked to see this suite featured? Here you go. So what is cool about this, though, is I love the embossing folder. Okay, so if you're not going to invest in this suite, like, I get it. But there's 2 things that you do need to get, I think. One is this embossing folder, and it's called the Metal Plate 3D Embossing Folder, and it's $10, okay? And if you have guys, or if you are a woman and you like tools and stuff, this is really cool, and you're going to see why in a minute. So I think the embossing folder is a must. And then the other thing is the paper. So you can do so much with just the paper without the stamp set. So let me show you the paper real quick, and before we get into our card. And the paper is right here. Okay, so the paper is a specialty paper. It's $15. It's 12 by 12, and it comes like this. So you might get, we're going to use, see, it's like embossed, like tires. Okay, and then this kind of like that metal, and this is pumpkin pie, I believe. Look at this piece right here. This piece alone is so cool. You can cut these up and make a ton of different cards with these images already like printed. So that's cool. You get 2 sheets of this, and then the back side is like little, are they bolts? I'm drawing a blank. Okay, and then we have some motorcycle paper, and yes, the dies will cut out one of the motorcycles on here, or you can hand cut them out. So again, if you don't want the motorcycle stamp set, you can get just the paper if you want to incorporate it. I think the stamp set's pretty cool. There's checkered flags. There's this piece here. There's, what else am I forgetting? Let me show you. Oh, this right here, this piece. And again, it's like a shiny black. And then the back is this, like with the cactus. And then this one right here. And then the back is, again, see these motorcycles? And then there's this piece with the roses. I've seen a lot of people doing stuff with this. And then this is like kind of like traffic signs and stuff. So reminds me, I have made several different cards with this paper other than the one I'm going to show you tonight. So when I'm done, remind me to show you. And we did a card swap, and somebody in my team made like one of the coolest cards I've ever seen with this bundle. And I want to show it off. I want to show off her card. Again, I did not make it, but it's really cool. So here are the dies. They, again, this die will cut out, let me grab it, this motorcycle right here. Nope, not that one. Where is it? Maybe it's this one. Yep, this one. So it does not cut out all of the different ones, but it cuts out a few of the different ones. But you can hand cut them out too. But the dies, and then you can build all kinds of motorcycle. You can, like, I'm going to show you one in just a little bit. Anyway, all right. So what we're going to need for this set is I'm using a gray, a black, and a navy. Okay, basic gray, Night of Navy, and a Memento ink pad. You could just use all gray or all black or whatever too. And then here we go. So I have a gray granite card base just folded in half. Then I have a piece of the paper. It's 2 inches by 5. And there we have that. I have a strip of white. I have this. So if you ordered last week, I will be emailing you the tutorial tomorrow at some point. I don't know when, but it'll be emailed tomorrow because I did ship your kits out. And then the same thing, all the measurements will be sent to all those people that do place an order. And then obviously, and then if you're my team, I share all those tutorials with my team too. So this is just white. We're going to do stamping. And then this piece, see that embossing folder? I embossed it in silver foil. It looks like real metal. That is so cool. So if you just take the regular silver foil and emboss it in the folder, this right here, it comes out like this. So that is really cool. This is what it looked like beforehand. Just regular. And we will emboss this for you in your kit because this really sets off the card, okay? So normally I don't do embossing, but we will emboss this little piece for you. All right, so first of all, let's just attach a few of these pieces down. So our emboss piece right here, we're going to stick this down. And I'm just going to put it over to the side like so. Okay, and then we're going to take this piece and glue it down. Now my other piece, the tire tracks are going horizontal, and this time they're going vertical. So yours might be going one way or the other. I'll show you two versions. So we're just going to attach this right here on the side. So this is kind of what we have going on so far. So this is shiny, and the black in that is a little bit shiny. Okay, and now we're going to stamp. So in this set, there's a big motorcycle, a small one, there's the flame, there's like this little tool. There's like some, like a rock with a little greenery, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 sentiments, and also the flame. So it says, "You are legendary, Dad, you're the coolest, classic, authentic you, since forever," and then "Ride on, it's your birthday." So we're going to use 2 of the sentiments as well. So I'm going to be using the smaller motorcycle, and I'm going to be using actually several of these stamps. Okay, so I'm going to open up my ink pad, actually all of them, and grab my block. So I'm going to start with the lightest and then go down to the darkest. So I have basic gray, which is our darkest gray. And I'm just going to ink that up, and I'm on this piece of basic white. I'm going to stamp it near the top, right in the center, just like this. Okay, then I'm going to wipe this off. All right, and then I'm going to do the Night of Navy. And I'm just going to put this down like this. Thank you for sharing, Luann and Diana. And hello, Dawn. Hi, everyone. I just see like the last few comments that popped up. And I see someone, I can't see the name, it says, "Hi from North Carolina." All right, I'm just wiping that off, and here. Shelby, I know your comment just said there's no voice, so you can't hear what I'm saying, but it must be something on your computer because other people are interacting with me. I'm sorry. Now I have the black, the Memento black, and I'm going to, maybe someone could write in the comment that to turn her volume up, or I'm not sure what else it could be. All right, so there we go. 3 motorcycles, just like that. All right. Okay, I'm gonna take this off and put this one back. Oh, you just saw my card, didn't you? Okay, now we're going to stamp. I'm done with all the colors but black. Okay, I'm gonna close these 2 up. And then we're going to, on this strip, stamp "You Are Legendary." And I'm just going to stamp this on this. I think it's a 3/4 inch strip, just like that. And then we're going to take our card, and on the inside, we're going to do a little bit of stamping as well. Since it is the motorcycle, and this has the "Ride on, it's your birthday," I'm going to stamp this and put this right in the center. Thank you for your comments to her, Kim and Linda. Okay, so there we have that. And then I'm going to take the little flame, and you could have it, I'm going to do it this way this time. You can add some flames into, you could add more if you wanted. Where's my, I had a scrap paper. Where did it go? Where did it go? I don't know, I'll just grab another one. Alright, here we go. We'll have them coming off. This one is going to go off. Alright, there we go. So here's the inside of our card. And now let's finish up the outside. We're done with our ink, so let's close that up. All right, we're gonna grab some dimensionals. My hope is that you are gonna see all these cards because I have so many to show you other than the ones we're actually making also. And you're gonna be like, I didn't think I needed these things, but I was wrong. And you're supposed to be laughing right now, although I can't hear you because I'm sitting here alone. Well, maybe if you do the little laughing face, I could see those, I guess. All right, so now I have this piece, and we're going to put this over here like this. And then we're going to take our sentiment and our paper snips. Where are my paper snips? Right here. And I'm just going to cut this one straight up. I think I got this card idea right from the catalog. So I saw something similar. And I'll show you the one where I originally made and then where I tweaked it to make it look like this. Okay, so here's this. And then I'm going to put 3 of these dimensionals on here. And hi, Peg. I hope you're enjoying Florida and getting a little break from Maine. I know that's where you're normally from. Okay, and then we're going to put this right here. Yeah, Lori, the embossing folder is like a showstopper, especially when it's embossed in like the gold and the silvers. It's so cool. So, okay, here we have this so far. Now, okay, if you get your order in, you're going to get these enamel dots. If it's over $50. And so they come in, again, navy, which almost looks black, crumb cake and white, which you could use, and you could probably color some of these. But I'm taking some of the little ones, and I have my take your pick tool right here. And I'm going to add one down here, one up here. I'm using the navy, which looks black on the card. Maybe a little bit blue. Depends on how good your eyes are. And one over here. And that's our card. Let me show you. All right. Let me first put my stuff away. I'm already a big whatever. Here we go. Here is our card. Do you see that little embossed piece? We'll do that for you. You are legendary. And then right on, it's your birthday. Okay, here's the other one I did just a little bit ago. So you can see the tires tracks going this way or up and down. You might get one of the other patterns too. They're all gonna look cool because of the paper. So there's that. But I got my original idea from the catalog, which I copied this. So this orange is the back side of here, and it had pumpkin pie, gray, and black. So I tweaked this card that I copied from the catalog and created this card. So this is what you'll get. And again, if motorcycles isn't your thing, change it out to a car or whatever you have, you know. Or get the paper and then you can just hand cut out a motorcycle and have all kinds of really cool paper too. All right, so there is card number 1. All right, card number 2, we are going to do, so I hope all my people out there like the motorcycle. All right, and then again, the bundle is on that page, and there are embellishments and stuff too, but this bundle, the paper and the embossing folder, I love the paper and the embossing folder. Okay, card number 2, we're gonna go with, I'm gonna show you that, and this. All right, okay, here we go. You guys, I got stuff everywhere. Are you surprised? All right, so card number 2, we're using a farm set. And this has some coordinating Sale-A-Bration paper right now. And so we're going to use it. Now, I don't know where you live, but when my husband and a lot of his friends, like where they live, there's like a lot of farms and stuff. And I remember the first time I was in his town, we were downtown, and his friend drove by like the main street on a giant tractor. And I was like, what is that? Like, we don't see tractors drive by where I grew up, but out in the country, there are a lot of farms. Anyway, I do know, and I have met since lots of people, where their husbands and stuff, they farm. And so anyway, we're going to use this set on here. And so this bundle is, let me show you, it is right here on page 34, and it is called On the Farm. There's the stamp set and the dies and some really cute ideas, but then the paper is one of the things you can get for free with a $50 order. Thank you, Kim. She said, I like your card better than the other, but Karen likes the pop of color. Yeah, the pop of color is definitely fun. Okay, so the paper you can get for free. It's one of those freebies for Sale-A-Bration. And, oh, you guys, see, you didn't remind me. I had other motorcycle cards to show you. All right, farm, you gotta wait a second. Okay, so the other motorcycle cards I made were here. Okay, I got a couple. I can't remember everything. I'm relying on you guys. All right, here's one. Okay, isn't this cool? It's like the paper, and one of the sentiments, this is from the motorcycle stamp set. It says, Dad, you're the coolest. And then for this little thingy tool, I just stamped it and cut it out. So there's this card. There's this one that I, again, use that embossing folder. And then the paper there with like the boots and the helmet and stuff. And then Classic Authentic You Scents Forever. So here's this one on vanilla. And then this one right here. So wrench. There you go. Thank you, Lori. Wrench. Why couldn't I think of that? This one, I'm using the background paper with like the signs. And then this motorcycle is cut out with the paper. So this is the paper, although you could stamp it too. Yes, I cannot think of the wrench. Like, it's a basic tool, right? Okay, wrench. So anyway, these are several other cards I made with the motorcycle set just using a lot of the paper. So I want to show you that. But the coolest card ever, again, my team, we do card swaps because my team's all over the U.S. We do have a lot in Michigan. But this was made actually by my swap coordinator, Patches, and she lives out in, I believe, Idaho. Somewhere out west. Does it say? It doesn't say. Okay, but she made this card, and I wanted to show you because look at it with the dies. You guys, this is all of those dies, and this is heat. Look at the fire and the paper, and she used embossing folder. So I did not make this. Patches in my team made this card for our card swap, and then look at that. It opens up like this. How cool. This is like the coolest card. And then on the back, she decorated it with the sentiment where you could sign it. Classic Authentic You Scents Forever. But that's what you can do with the dies. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Yeah. And my team members, if you didn't participate in the swap, you're probably really sad now because you didn't get this amazing card. Speaking of that, I have two other cards to show you, the farm ones too. So don't let me forget that. But anyway, that's Patch's card. And I had to show you so you could see the motorcycle dies in action and more of that paper and that embossing folder. It's super cool. All right. Okay, back to the farm now. Here's a stamp set. I also use the tailor-made tags. I'll show you in a minute. But here's the paper. Okay, so again, the dies will cut out these little farm animals, or you can just use the stamp set. So again, if you really weren't into the stamp set, you can just get the paper and make a ton of cool farm cards as well. So it will cut out these little flowers, the dies, the pig, the pigs, the cow, the sheep. At least I can think of cow, pig, and sheep since I can't wrench. And then look at this back though. This is like an amazing piece of paper. But wait, there's more. I've made a bunch of these. My swap card, I use this paper. I went out of my comfort zone. So there's this piece that's kind of like cherry cobbler, and then the back is just like this subtle piece. And then there is this one with the cows and the trees. They're really little. And then this is just like a big, a prairie? You guys can make fun of me and laugh all you want. Here's this one with some chickens and little baby chicks and stuff. It's balmy blue, and then the back is like chicken wire. I had to stop and think, is it Friday yet, you guys? Tomorrow, right? Okay, look at this piece right here. This giant piece, you could literally put this in a 12 by 12 frame. If you had like a child or somebody, just anyone that loved farms, you could literally just frame this and it would look amazing. And you could even like pop up a few cows or the animals and it would just look so cool just framed. Now the back has some flowers, just florals in balmy blue. And then here's one, and this is just a bunch of vegetables. Again, one of my best friends, her husband helps with, they are farmers, he helps with his family farm, and they have like vegetable stands. So if you do farmer's market, this would be really cool. Or if you know anyone that's on a diet right now, it's the beginning of the year, you could make them a card and ask how their diet's going. Hopefully I showed you all the papers. As you can see, I have gone through several of these and been using it anyway. So there's the paper you can get for free. Let's get to stamping the card. Hillsides. All right, thank you. Thank you, Peggy. A diet card? Yeah, you can encourage them, right, Linda? That's what I'm thinking. Lots of people are trying to get healthy and fit, so you could use the vegetables and you could use the new alphabet letters and send them a card of encouragement and ask them how everything's going. All right, here's a cherry cobbler card base. You guys are in for a show tonight, let me tell you. Cherry cobbler card base. We have a piece of our paper, 3 by 4, and our crumb cake 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. We're gonna layer these together and glue them to the card base. I need to send myself one too, Linda. She said to send her a diet card weekly. Okay, so this is going on here. So I am using the chicken wire like background there. And I'm going to just glue this flat, which is probably shocking, but you can pop this up if you want. Okay. You refuse to die until someone sends you a diet card? Yeah. It's just basically an encouragement card. That's what I'm going to call it. Because, like vegetables, right? Lots of fruit, lots of vegetables. Okay, so here we have this. Now you're going to take your tag. Again, we'll cut this out for you. And these came from, let me show you. Because I tell you guys some of these things and I think you might not. Well, look at, they just became a disaster when I opened them over here. Of course that would happen. Just one second. I'm trying to put this all back together. In nice and neat, orderly fashion. All right, so I have 2 sets of these dies because I use them so much. So that's where I got the second largest, not the biggest, but the second one. We just cut that out in white. And then I use the farm dies, and I cut out this little windmill. Did I say that right? Probably said that wrong too. Okay, so Look at all these little farm animals and stuff in here. So we'll cut out the little windmill for you, or whatever this is. I probably said that wrong too. An early espresso, and then I'll even send you a little animal, but you'll have to fussy cut that out. So you might get the cow, the sheep, or the pigs, but I'll send you an animal from the paper, and you can cut it out if you don't have the dies. All right, now we're going to do some stamping. So in this set, there's some little grass. So that's what we're going to use in garden green ink. I don't know. It's that time of year where everyone is trying to be healthy. And so when I saw the vegetables, that was where my mind went. It's something unique, right? Okay, so the little grass we're going to stamp on the bottom. So I'm going to stamp it twice before I re-ink it. So that way it's going to have lots of different like color variations. Okay, there we go. We have some grass at the bottom. All right. So then next up, we need to stamp our words. So you can, these little animals aren't like, they're not like huge. But they're not like super, super tiny. Like the cow is here's the size of that one. But you can stamp, today is a good day from all of us, thinking happy thoughts of you. So there's 3 sentiments. We have new alphabet dies, and I saw people like spell out the word like heard, and then it's your birthday. So you can like do some really creative and like pun type things with this stamp set too, with the alphabet dies. All right, next up, oh, we are gonna stamp our words. So there's I'm good. I hope I'm entertaining you all. That's my plan. That's my goal. Okay, we need crumb cake, which don't look at mine because it doesn't look light brown. It looks green. Apparently here somehow the sun or the light fades it. Or you can use soft suede, whichever one you want. And I am actually going to use a totally different stamp set, but you can use that one. I'm going to pull in this one right here because I like this, To a Great Guy. Because again, we use this in card clips, so I know a lot of you have this one too. This is one I thought about using tonight, but there's like seriously so many cards or stamp sets we could use tonight. I didn't realize how many masculine ones there are because I don't typically make a lot of masculine cards, but then I was thinking maybe I should after I started looking at my little stamp collection and all that was current. There's a lot. Okay, so there we have that, and now we can put everything together. All right, so we're going to use, I have to look at my sample. Where are those dimensionals? Right here. Take these things and add a few to the back here. And then we're going to stick this on. You guys, I got rid of my gingerbread house. I gave it away to somebody in town here. So I finally have that gone. That is like some important news that happened over the weekend. Then we're going to take this little thing. And I'm going to use a glue dot. Does anybody know where those are at? If you were a roll of glue dots on my table, where would you be? I don't know. So I guess we're going to have to use this crazy glue. All right. So, all right, a little bit of this glue, and then I just put this thing off to the side like that. And then we're going to take, this one is going to get the sheep, and we're going to put one of these little things behind it, a dimensional, and we're going to put the sheep on right here. And then we're going to take some linen thread. I think we are. That was plan. And we're going to tie a bow and put it up there. That's, oh look, here's my glue dots and here's my linen thread. They were together. All right, so to do a double bow, you just need 2 pieces of string, the same, and just make a regular bow. It's not too hard. I'm going to do my bunny ear way that went crazy when I shared this. So check out the graphic I shared if you want to know. It's posted below on my Facebook page. All right, so then you just trim your ends off with your scissors. Don't cut yourself. These can really hurt you. And then you'll just take your glue dots and put a glue dot here. And see the little hole there? So you can wrap your ribbon through there and tie a bow, right? Who would want to do that? It's going to go all crooked and sideways if you try to do that, or at least if I try to do that. So this way, if you just tie your bow like this, you can just put it right over and, oh, look, it looks like you put it through, but you didn't. And it's sitting completely flat. There's a little hack for you. All right, here, grab your little dots that you guys are going to get free, and we're going to add some of these crumb cake ones to the card. So I'm going to take the big one right here. It's kind of look like candy. Speaking of diet, don't eat them. They are like the little candy dots that, you know, but they're just not colorful. Not as colorful as those. Then this one I'm going to put right in here. Okay, there we go. There's our card. And here's the one with the little, so it cuts out both of those at the same time. Now, the cow is so adorable. Look at that cow. So there's card number 2. Now, this was my swap card. So you saw that awesome motorcycle? My card usually like sucks the most out of our card swap. That's not my point. I just try to make cards that I would actually create and for a class and stuff, so they're like more practical cards, I guess you would say. So this was my card I made for my team card swap using this Sweet and products, and it looked like this. Oops, see, that's my business card. So I use that paper, and I use, this is from our annual catalog, this ribbon, and so I did use a bigger tag and then the cow. So this was kind of like a version of my swap card that I did. So you can kind of like pull up, like make the backgrounds bigger or whatever you want. So there's another version to show you. And then I made another one tonight too with the paper because I wanted to show you the paper and right here. So this is again the balmy blue with the chickens. And so this was the bundle, the floral bundle we used last week from the dies, and it says Sending Birthday Wishes, and that is from that stamp set right here, Wildlife Wonder. Sending Birthday Wishes right there. So there's another birthday card I have with the little farm stuff. So, all right, there's card number 2. Now, card number 3. This one is a beer card, all right? So we're going back to the annual catalog, and we're using Brewed for You. So this is a really popular set. There's some dies. Now the dies are on low inventory, so if you want them, run and hurry up and order this bundle, because then who knows when they'll be back. But I'm using it anyway. So here's the dies. Again, it's in our annual catalog, and we're going to use this for card number 2. This might be one of my favorite ones. Again, if you don't like beer, that's okay. You can just put something else on this card, or you can make it root beer if you want. And make it, instead of yellow, brown. I don't like either, to be honest, but okay, here we go. Our card base is going to be, this again is in our annual catalog. Okay, here's the card base. It is Early Espresso, so it's a dark, deep brown. I love this color, and we're gonna fold it in half. Then we have two pieces that are the exact same. One is Sahara Sand and one is Basic White, 5 1/4 by 4. And so this is gonna go on the outside and this is gonna go on the inside. Then we have this piece of paper that's 2 by 5. Look at the back. It's hard not to use that side, but we're not. This has, no, it's gonna be hard to pick up on camera, a little like a design in the back. And then we will give you a 2.5 inch circle in Cajun Craze. Now for this card, you're gonna want Versamark or Sahara Sand ink. You're also going to want crushed curry, or if you want to make root beer, just use a brown, maybe, I don't know, a brown, and early espresso. So these, maybe I'm gonna show you something you don't know yet. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is on this piece, we're going to use our Versamark. So if you are an avid crafter, you know that Versamark, you can stamp and put powder over it and heat set it, and it looks really cool. But it's also, if you stamp this on any color, it will make it the same color of your paper, just a little bit darker. So it's like a watermark effect. That's what it is for. So we're going to stamp this in the background. And I already die cut all of these pieces, all but one, to save a lot of time. So we're gonna take this, and I know I'm gonna stamp it off. I'll try to hold it up. So I'm gonna randomly stamp this mug on this background piece, and I'm gonna put one up here, even though you probably can't see it at all because that paper is going to be there, one down here. All right, so there's that. I'll wipe that off. We're done with that. Then let me see if I can you see it stamped there in the back? So if you stamp this on with the Versamark in any color, it will just make it a little bit darker. You can also just take the regular same color ink and stamp directly on it, and you can get the same effect. But anyway, so there's that. That just adds a little bit something to my background. And then on this, we're going to stamp this now in Memento. Now you'll have a scrap piece of paper to do. These pieces you will have to stamp and die cut yourself. Again, we can't send stamped images. So then on your scrap paper, boom, boom, you're going to stamp 2 more. And then you're going to cut them out with the dies, and they come out through the magic like that too, right there. And then you're going to stamp 2 of these little foam things, and you're going to cut those out. There's one. I'll cut out this one in just a second. All right. And then we're going to stamp this on, did I have a little strip of paper? Maybe I didn't have a little strip of paper. Well, maybe I won't be stamping. Okay, let me die cut this thing out really quick. So I did all the die cutting but the one. So let me grab that. So here, I'm going to grab this thing out. And I'm going to grab my little blue machine that you're going to want. Several people have joined my team, and they got this, and it's so exciting. Okay, so this is just a little mini die cutting machine. You put your plates, your clear plate. You're going to put this over top, and then a plate on the top, and then run it through, and it cuts out perfectly for you. Okay. So I still have to finish this one and one more. So don't go anywhere. All right, move this back. Okay. Now we have all our pieces, but these ones we have to stamp this. This is crushed curry. And I'm gonna take this right here and fill in the stamp. And then we got to fill this in too. This is the inside of the card. I'm decorating the inside of this card too. So it just goes kind of right over and fills that in, and then we'll do these little, well, you know, it's not perfect, but that'll work. So, true story, my husband, when I met him and his friends, I met him in college, and they would have not your typical college parties. They would literally get root beer kegs. It looked like a regular keg of beer, but it had root beer in it. And nobody really believed them that it was root beer until they actually tried it. So that's a little fun fact for you. All right, so there we have that, and I do need a strip of white paper. Here we go. This is going to be too fat. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down to a 1/2 inch. Oh, that looks too skinny. That's going to be too skinny. All right, I messed that up. So let's try this again. Oh, Kathy, you're going to love your little machine. Do you know how many little white strips of paper I have in this studio? Probably 8 million. But right now at this moment, I don't have a single one. Okay. I'm going to stamp this. And you could do it, let's just do it in early espresso. Okay. Here we go. Here's this. And I'm going to, this one says, I owe you one or several. Okay, we're going to stamp that. And then we're going to, on the inside, I'm going to go back to that one stamp set that I keep going. I love this. We're going to stamp Sending Birthday Wishes from the Wildlife Wonder. It's a great one. That's going to go on here on the inside. All right. Boom. All right, let's put this card together, and all right, and you can see how, oh my goodness, the cap just came off here. Don't want that to dry out. All right, so grab all your pieces, make sure you don't have ink on your fingers, and let's start putting this together. So again, we stamped that mug in the background. It's just very subtle, but it looks pretty cool when it's all done. Okay, this goes here. Then this, and I'm going to show you this paper next. This is from our annual catalog. It's another specialty paper, and if you ever need to make a bunch of masculine cards, or if you like camping, this is a really great set. Okay, we're going to take this, and we're going to put this on the inside. Again, if this isn't your thing, just put a cow or a deer, or because we do have some deer, a set with the deer, or the bear, you know, some other kind of masculine thing, or some tools on here instead. You can totally use this card without the set if this isn't, you know, your top thing. All right, take this little circle and add these. All right, and we're going to put this on here, just like that. And then we're going to take these, and this one I'm going to put flat, kind of like off to an angle here. Just some my just regular seal. And then this one, I'm going to pop it up with a dimensional or two. Okay, so I'm going to put these on here. Oh yeah, you could totally, the milkshake, that's a great idea. Yeah, just put some like, yep, chocolate and vanilla milkshakes. Okay, there we go. There's that, or whatever kind anybody likes. I'm just thinking because the browns I have going on. And then this little piece for like the little bub foam stuff, we're going to add some mini dimensionals. I'm going to put one on the side and one on the top. And then this goes on here. This card is so cool. I really do think so. I hope you guys like it too. So this is going to come over here like so. And then we got one more. All right, there's that. And there's that. This card could say, cheers to having school tomorrow. Again, I really wanted them not to have school today so they could help me. My kids were such a huge help today here. There we have that. Again, you can see that in the background right there. Okay, grab your little sentiment. I'm just going to cut the end at an angle. And I'm going to put this right here. Again, I'm going to put a dimensional on the one end. And then on this end, just a little straight piece. This is going to go right like that. And then these dots. Again, you get the dots free when you place your order. We're going to use the white ones. And I'm going to add 3 of these. Okay, 1, 2, and then another one right here. All right, card number 3. So here it is. I know it's hard to see that. You'll see it in the picture, hopefully. And then I owe you one or several. And then sending birthday wishes. Here's the other one. You could also use another round for your birthday. They have like the jug, or they have oh, ale, yes. So some fun little things, and then just other cups, and then this too. So that's card number 3. Yeah, you could totally use a milkshake set instead, which we're using per card club. All right, card number 3. The last card is also using a stamp set from our annual catalog. And for some reason, I bought this stamp set right away. I'm trying to put this way. I'm going to put my sending birthday wishes away. So I bought this and I've never used it. Actually, I sat down to make cards and then, whatever reason, it didn't go very well. So our next card is using the vintage tools from our annual catalog. I don't know how much this is. I would say it's $20-some, maybe 23. Oh yeah, you could use any kind of soda. Good, yeah. With the other one. So this is in our annual catalog though, and I know we've had lots of other tools in the past, so you could use something like that too. But I liked this one. It has some really great sentiments. It's your day, you're plain awesome, because I think one of these is a plain. Build in some time for yourself. Strong, solid, dependable, and then you could put your all of that and more. So this is what we're going to do for our last card. And for this card, I used a set of dies that I have been wanting to get, and they've been going in and out of back order. And guess what? I think they're on low inventory too. But I know a lot of you already have them, and they're called, and I don't know what I did with them right here. They're called the split card texture dies. And you get 2 of them like this. And these make the coolest backgrounds. And again, we will do this for you. However, whoever helps me with this, I already apologize in advance because it makes a big mess. But it's really cool. So that's what we're using for this card. So you might have a few little pieces left in. So you can just take this little tool here and pop them out. If we popped all these out for you and die cut these, somebody would be here for hours and hours doing that. So just, we'll try to get most of them out. But when you run it through, kind of just like if you tap it, a lot of the pieces will fall out. Unless you run it through like 1,000 times, and then it gets a little bit harder. But something you can also do is put a piece of like vellum in your die that helps them kind of pop out when they get a little sticky like that. I think maybe a cheap dryer sheet. There's a few little hacks you can do to make your like intricate dies come out. Come on. I'm trying to be gentle with this, but it's wanting me to get a little aggressive with it. It's like, come on, you're the last card. I want you to cooperate. All right. So there that. So that's what it looks like. So you'll get, we'll do this part for you, but this is kind of what it looks like, and it is messy though. So we have basic gray. I'm using a lot of grays. Parchment paper. There you go. Thank you, Shelly. Okay, we're gonna fold this in half like so. All right, then this is smoky slate, and again, we'll do that, and then this is gonna go right down there, like so. Oh my goodness. I like pulled one thing and then it's having a field day. Stop the madness. Okay. So there we go. Then you're going to have a deckled rectangle. Again, we'll do this for you in a little strip here. So for this card, I used basic gray. So I'm trying not to use 1,000 colors. And I'm going to grab this liquid glue and I'm going to add this down here. Now, you only need the tiniest bit on the edge. If you squish like you're super strong, it's going to make a horrible mess. You just want the lightest piece. And when you use this in general, and you can use the tip to kind of like spread it out. Now, if you want to get fancy, you could add a little bit of glue in here, but if you just go around the edge, that's going to be enough glue to hold this down. And again, it's like hardly any glue on there. So we're going to take this and add this here. Because again, if you add too much, it's going to squish and ooze all over, and then you're not going to be happy. Okay. Then on this piece, we're going to do some stamping. So grab that scrap piece of paper and let's stamp away. So the first, we're going to take this one. And where's my block? Right here. I got a couple different blocks. And we're going to ink this up in basic gray and just stamp that like there. We're just going to make a little background with these vintage tools. Okay, and then we're going to take these pliers. Did I say the right tool? Because earlier I couldn't think of the word wrench or meadow or something. It's been a hard day for words. Okay, there we have that. Then we have this little one. I'm going to stamp this a couple times. I don't know what this is. Chisel? I don't know. One there, and then one down here. And then we're going to take just a little like nails or whatever. And I'm just going to stamp these kind of a little bit all over. And you'll notice when I'm stamping, I'm kind of turning the stamp just so they're not all going the same direction. And I like that it's kind of this way, so you can kind of go and fit around some of these little tools anyway too. So that's kind of cool. And then I'm going to put one right down there. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to take the one that says it's your day, just because I want it to be a birthday card because it's in January and I have lots of birthdays. Also, that's one of the cards that sell the quickest here off my card rack is masculine birthday cards. It's an okay, thank you. Somebody told me what that thing is. It looks like a little chisel thingy to me, but it's called an awl. I probably didn't say that right either. Thank you guys. I know you guys know what everything is. I'm just stamping them. I'm just stamping these images for you. you can count on me for that, not knowing the technical terms of what I'm using though. Oh, it pokes holes. Cool. Okay, so I can tell you all the stamping tools, like for card making and paper crafting. Like, I'm pretty good at that. We're going to use our dimensionals behind this, or a pokey tool. Thank you, Christine. All right, so we got these on here, and all right, this goes, well, you don't want that behind it, so move that. This goes right here like so. Then you're going to take your, it's your day, and you can cut that down. And then I took 2 of these dimensionals and put them on. So here I'm giving you, I just gave you so many masculine ideas. So I hope you have enjoyed week 4 of our virtual class. So there's that. You could leave it just like that, or you can take some of these little dots. You could add the white. I'm going to add the blue, the navy, just because they'll just give it a little more pop of color, I guess. Or it's kind of like, almost looks like a dark gray to me. So we'll put one there, and then one over here, and then one of these little ones over here. And there you go. So an easy card to make with the vintage tools. Again, this is in our annual catalog. It's just a single stamp set. There's no dies, but you could hand cut them out if you wanted to. But here's our card, and here is the other one that I made too. So that's card number 4. So if you just hopped on, I will show you all the cards in 1 second. Let me just move a few things out of the way. It is, all right, so this was our last card. Then we did this one right here with the Brewed for You bundle, also from our annual catalog. And I'm telling you, I saw the dies were on low inventory, so if you do want to purchase this bundle, don't hesitate and wait till Sunday night. Do it as soon as possible. All right, then we did the farm. And then I also used the greeting from the Wildlife Wonder, but you don't have, you can use whatever greeting you want. And then again, you might get a different little animal to put on there, but this one right here. And then our first card we did with the motorcycle, the Legendary Bride. And look at that embossing folder. So cool. So again, this is in our new catalog in that paper. And again, look at all these like fun things that we used tonight. So again, we'll cut out all your pieces and your basic shapes. Some of it you will need your own dies, like to cut out these. I'll give you an animal, so you can just hand cut out your animal if you don't have the die. So you can still make this card even if you don't have the stamp set. So you can substitute with what you have. Again, if you place your order of at least $35, with this code right here, you have until Sunday night. I'll send you the parts and pieces to make these. But you're probably going to want to place at least a $50 order because you're going to want to get a free Sale-A-Bration choice plus these $8 enamel dots. And look at it, you're going to have so many left over. Now, don't forget, if you go to $100, you'll get another Sale-A-Bration and $150. Don't use it so you can get the host reward, the Stampin' rewards. Okay, I hope you guys had a great night. I hope you had fun stamping with me. I hope you saw lots of cool cards and new products and things that maybe you didn't see or you can't see as well in the catalog, like a lot of the papers that I showed you. And then some of the extra bonus cards that I did too. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. If I don't answer you right away, I might not have got it, so it's okay. You can message me again. I'm not trying to ignore any of you or anything like that. Or if you're interested in joining my team, it's a really great deal, and we have even more perks. And we're a pretty awesome team too. We have a lot of fun. Okay, everyone, have a great night. Again, there's the code. The tutorial will come out at the end of next week when I mail the kits out. And if you ordered week 3, you can be looking for that in your inbox sometime tomorrow, but probably in the evening because we have a basketball game that we're going to, and I think we might stay for maybe one of the other games too, because it's freshman JV and varsity. My son's on the freshman basketball team. So it'll be coming out tomorrow though. So thank you all. Have a great night. Bye.